Let me paint a picture for you. You're a busy professional. Maybe you're running a business, leading a team, or managing multiple projects at once. You don't have the luxury of wasting time. Every minute of your day is valuable. Now, let's contrast that with a typical knowledge worker, someone who loves to experiment with tools, spend hours tweaking their setup and diving deep into every little feature of a productivity app. Both of these people need to manage their information. Both of them want to be productive. But the approach they take couldn't be more different. And that's exactly what this video is about, understanding the difference between the two and why some tools like Obsidian might be greater for the knowledge worker, but a complete time sink for the busy professional. So before we get into the details, if you're someone who's constantly asking what's the best PKM tool, personal knowledge management tool, and expecting a single word answer like Obsidian, you're probably not going to like this video. Because spoiler alert, it's not about the tool. It's about what you actually need from the tool, given your use case. Now, if you're a knowledge worker, someone who thrives on learning for the sake of learning, you might enjoy spending hours on YouTube, watching tutorials, joining forums to discuss the best plugins, or tinkering with Markdown formatting in Obsidian. That's part of the fun for you. It's a hobby, and I get it. But if you're a busy professional, that's not how you operate. You don't have time to fiddle with your tools. Your focus is on outcomes, not on the process of setting up the perfect note-taking system. You need something that works out of the box, so you can focus on making decisions, closing deals, running teams, things that actually move the needle in your business. And that's where the conversation about tools like Obsidian gets interesting. Let's talk about Obsidian for a second. On the surface, it seems like a dream come true. It's free, local first, highly customizable, and offers a plugin for just about anything you could ever want. For knowledge workers who love playing with their systems, it's a goldmine. You can build a fully customized note-taking and knowledge management system that fits exactly how your brain works. Some people are even managing their actions, tasks in there. But there's the catch. That level of customization comes with a cost. And the cost is time. You can spend hours, sometimes days and weeks, tweaking settings, searching for the right plugins and troubleshooting your setup. And just when you think you've got it all figured out, a new update might break your plugins or your entire system. It's the classic case of flexibility becoming a burden. For a busy professional, that's unacceptable. Your tools should serve you, not the other way around. Let's dig deeper into that. The flexibility of Obsidian often leads to a paradox of choice. You start with the intention of building a system to help you manage your information better, but before long, you're caught up in fiddling with your setup, constantly tweaking it to optimize things, and here's the thing, you never quite reach the finish line. There's always another plugin to explore, another feature to configure. It's a vicious cycle. You're spending more time setting up your system than actually using it to get work done. And for someone whose day is packed with meetings, decisions, and high priority tasks, this is a disaster. Here's another kicker. Even if you manage to get everything perfectly customized, you're now tied to that system. If a key plugin developer stops maintaining their code, or if Obsidian releases an update that breaks something in your workflow, you're back to square one. And sure, your files are stored locally as Markdown, but that doesn't mean they're easily transferable to other platforms without major headaches. As a busy professional, what you need isn't a tool that gives you infinite flexibility. What you need is a tool that lets you capture, organize, and leverage information quickly without getting lost in the weeds. It's not just about managing your knowledge, it's about using that knowledge to take action. This is where most personal knowledge management PKM tools, including Obsidian, fall short. They are great at organizing information, but they are not designed to help you execute on it. And that's what busy professionals need. A system that helps you move the needle, not just collect ideas. At the Paperless Movement, we take a different approach. Instead of looking for one tool to rule them all, we focus on combining tools that each do their job well. We, for example, use a combination of Readwise Reader, Tana and Heptabase for personal knowledge management. And here we're talking only about personal knowledge management. There's also business knowledge management, but we're not even covering in this video. So Reader is our go-to for capturing information from the web, articles and research, helping us stay on top of important content without the overwhelm, getting in control of the FOMO, the fear of missing out, you know. Tana handles the quick shallow thinking and the daily meeting notes and quick notes that we need to take, taking notes about different people that we met, having a CRM in there, but all on a personal level. It's great for organizing day-to-day information without getting bogged down in too many details. And then there is Heptabase, a tool we use for deep thinking and visual organization. It's really for figuring out complex problems or expanding on a topic that we are really interested in over time. So we have these whiteboards that we can expand and always keep in control of this big whiteboard. It's amazing. And we know Obsidian has also the canvas and things like that, but to be honest, it's not even close to what Heptabase has out of the box when it comes to visualizing the notes that you take. So each of these three tools has its role, and together they provide a well-rounded system for managing both shallow and deep knowledge without wasting time on unnecessary setup. That's the key. Now, if you put a gun to my head and ask me to recommend just one tool for busy professionals, my answer would be always Heptabase. And here's why. Unlike Obsidian, Heptabase is built for professionals who need results without the overhead. It's a tool designed to handle deep work and big picture thinking. With a clean, intuitive interface and minimal setup time, you can jump in, start organizing your thoughts and actually move forward on your projects without needing to spend hours configuring anything. It just works. And we are not alone in this conclusion. Our members, many of whom have made the switch from Obsidian or other complex tools, report back with the same feedback. Heptabase helps them focus on what matters. It cuts through the noise and gets them to the results they need faster. Now, before anyone jumps to the conclusions or in the comments below, we are not sponsored. We don't push tools because someone's paying us to do so. Our recommendations are based on over a decade of real-world testing, feedback from our community and actual business use cases. This is the experience that forms the foundation of our advice. So when you go to the comparison platforms or ask around on social media for the best tool, just remember, context is king. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's why you need to understand your own needs before choosing a tool. To sum it all up, if you're a busy professional who values time, Obsidian might not be the best choice for you. Yes, it's flexible, but that flexibility comes with a steep cost in time and effort. If you need a tool that helps you take action on your knowledge without getting bogged down in setup, Heptabase is worth considering. But remember, no single tool is a magic bullet. It's about finding the right combination of tools that fit your unique workflow. That's what we focus on with the ICOR methodology, helping you understand your needs first and then guiding you toward the right tools that actually get you results. It's all about tool agnostic concepts and workflows, and that's why we at the Paperless Movement are never worried if we need to switch to other tools, as we just take our workflows and move them to another tool and see if this tool works better than the previous one. And if the previous one no longer exists, well then, this is it. We keep moving. The business keeps moving. But it's also important when you look at our ICOR framework, there you figure out your tool environment. And there we really differentiate between core applications, satellite applications and utility apps. If you want to learn more about the ICOR framework and how all this works, I made a video about this to watch this. And I have also a Heptabase beginners course on the channel, so feel free to go ahead and check it out. If this video gave you some clarity, share it with your friends and colleagues. Give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe and stay tuned for more. And if you're still an Obsidian fan, let's talk in the comments below. I'm always open to hearing other perspectives. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you up in the next one.